definitely two very different styles, as we see Rincon style master Cole Robbins in the red vest, toes on the nose, pedaling back to the tail there. Bit of a foamy, bouncy section here. Is he going to be able to navigate back onto the open face? So Cole Robbins also generally opting no leash, but this time he has got a leash. I think it's the first time Cole said he's ever actually used a leash. He kind of knows that the rocks here do kind of damage boards. But Kevin had a bit of luck. David Aganda and Stephen Sawyer rescued his board on one little swim there, Shannon.
So it's great to me about that heat as we go back to this replay quick for Cole. So nice locked in nose ride, kind of stuck behind the section, couldn't quite get the speed around it. He's kind of, you can almost see that in his body posture, but going into that next carve, grabs the rail, which looks pretty fun, and just comes down to finish out. So nice to see that Cole is playing it safe. He's got the leash on his foot. But going back to that last heat, Kevin taking the lead, Harley going down in second. They are the two opposite ends of the spectrum what we're looking at. Traditional versus high performance, modern versus classic. Harley's a 14.00, so really tight at the end. Pretty stoked to see Kevin take away the win.
Yeah, just demonstrating that both approaches can get scores
of course.
In the good to excellent range. So, the kind of big white front position. Jefson, a really great nose rider. He really is one of the great Brazilian nose riders. Here he goes, he's going to get the 5. Is he going to get the 10? He doesn't get the 10. Doesn't even get a chance to get back on the nose on that white front position. Jefson, a really great nose rider. He really is one of the great Brazilian nose riders. Here he goes, he's going to get the 5. Is he going to get the 10? He doesn't get the 10. Doesn't even get a chance to get back on the nose on that inside section. But Cole Robbins kicks off with a 3.67. Ned Snow waiting for a score to drop. It's going to probably come around the 4 range.
In the background, or himself. It's a little bit interesting giving his interviews, isn't it? Because you can hear yourself talking as you're kind of giving that feed through. Kevin looks so excited, though, as we go to live action. So this is Ned Snow, the Hawaiian, goes for the quick hang 10. So he's just on a frothy wave on the inside. Not sure what happened at the start of that one. This will be his first wave of the heat.
And if you look at his kind of GoPro material online, you realize he can do everything very well. But in this heat, it really kind of polarized different approaches to longboarding. Kevin riding a 9.6 single fin with no leash, choosing to go left. Harley riding the Performance Thunderbolts that he's been developing at the moment. Very contemporary surf technology. So, but got a hang 10 perch on the left, so hopefully he will kind of get on a few left. So we got a scores dropping in there. We got Cole with the 3.6 waiting for a score to drop for him. Ned's got a 4.33 and a 3.67, and Jefson now will be waiting to drop a score. So all very similar scores at the moment, but Cole probably is going to have the biggest score in the heat and be in the lead once that drops, as we see replay.
Hang 10 and gets caught behind that one, so nothing opening up too well. Cole Robbins, though, look at how quick his footwork is. Really tight hang 5, proving why he made those quarterfinals in PNG. Driving off the bottom, so quick, isn't he?
I've just realized, Shannon, as well, this is the board that he creased. This has been fixed in the last few days. You can see the white patch there. So this is his favorite board that he creased free surfing the other day, and already it's been fixed by Joshua Campbell, who's a local shaper here. Travel dings and surf dings, so already back on that board. So congratulations, Josh, for fixing that board so quickly. I hope, Josh, you're getting a chance to watch this. So Cole gets a 7.33, so wow, that's got to feel good for the silky surfer from Santa Barbara, as we see a replay of Jefson Silva from Sao Paulo moving back to the tail. He's going to get a big radical top turn here, kind of hooks that round back into the pocket there. Is he going to get another opportunity for a nice climb here? Rises up, sweeps that back, foot spread far onto the tail over those 3 fins there. So solid tail surfing from Jefson Silva. Like I said, Shannon, I want to see Jefson on the lefts. So
Ned Snow, I just did a little bit of research as you were just running off with that one. He got knocked out in 13th position, so the round 3 finish for Ned in Papua New Guinea. So he's not in the running for the title. He did manage to take a 3rd place in the Turtle Bay Resort Pro, which was an LT in Hawaii recently, as Jefferson up and riding. So great long hang 5 committed in there. Nice wrapping cut back in the pocket. Goes up. He's totally looking for another nose ride. Sticks the hang 10. Nice bit of footwork going.
The kind of assets to his surfing. Unfortunately, comes unstuck there. Dags around, nose dives, but always moving fast, always flowing from turn to turn. A very elegant surfer.
Very elegant indeed. So Cole Robbins is sitting in the lead. He's got a 7.33 and a 3.67. Cole does have priority. You can see him there on the screen. As Jefferson is going.
So he gets the long 5, a quick tap for the 10, but not a full 10. And there sweeps back, and he's going to set himself up nice and high for this 5. Takes a bit of a wobble there. There's the 4 steps in the nose. Gets the 10. Nice nose work on the inside. He can do better than this though. I'm expecting a bit more refinement in the next few waves from Jefson, because when he's on fire, Jefferson is really hard to beat, as we see our surfer in blue from Hawaii on the replay. Ned Snow, nice 5 pedals back to the tail. Watch the flow over this section, keeping the speed, great movement, but unfortunately just here gets caught in the foam a little bit and just dags the rail, so that will be frustrating for Ned, but he'll be back out there. He's got 12 minutes remaining as a few scores drop. They're 3.97 for Ned's last wave, and something probably in the 6 range for the last wave of Jefson Silva. So a 6.17 for Jefson, which puts him in first position. So the judge is really liking his nose riding. So that's
is still pretty nice, but maybe with the wind coming into play just a little bit. Here goes live action with Ned Snow. So beautiful, just weaving kind of to set himself up for that first little nose ride. Nice rail game, completely right. He just has so much flow and connectivity coming each of those. Goes fully 12 o'clock on that re-entry right in the pocket. So this is something that I've been noticing with the judging criteria, is they're really looking for that pocket surfing in critical. So maneuvers in the critical sections. Cole Robbins right in there, locked on the nose. Bigger wave coming through, lots of wind, decides to kick out of that one.
Here we go, this is Ned. See how he kind of weaves and ducks and dives, setting up for this high nose ride here. Little stall, there, finds the 5, pedals back to the tail here, flowing turn, pulling back for the roundhouse cutback, rebounds off the foam, little bottom turn here, setting up for the big vertical top turn, solid there, looking really good. Our Hawaiian, Ned Snow, flowing through to the inside, so that's going to be Ned's best wave of the heat so far, as we see the speed on the nose. Wow, Cole Robbins looking really good. If that wave could have opened up for him, he really would have been sitting on a score in the excellent range. But I love to see a soul lush. And here we go, big foamy section. Can he hang on to that turn? That's a pretty big bang of a turn there from the Sao Paulo surfer. I'm not quite sure if that was a kind of salute to his friends or a claim to the judges, but he's happy. He's in the lead.
Man, that was a committed hang heel. So let's look at this. Really tight, beautiful footwork, and goes for the heel. So long stuck there, spins himself around. Unfortunately, this wave just goes fat and crunchy and just kind of like,
you know, a bowl of Cheerios. Yes.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like my dinner last night, 2 nights ago. So Jefson stuck in on the nose. Love that hang 5. Also not too much in the middle there, but winds himself up for that big re-entry on the finish. Looks like he must be stoked with that one.
Was going to get back up on the nose, or will it be a foam climb? A little drop knee turn, sets up again. Is there going to be a chance for a 5? There's the 5, takes the full, but good score. I'm expecting something to replace that 5.3. So, wow, this is a really close heat, actually. Any one of these surfers could win this heat. Taylor Jensen, but some scores starting to average out. There it is, Shannon. What's the score for Ned?
7.20, so just about a fraction of a point higher than what his requirement was. So Ned goes from 3rd into the lead with 5 minutes on the clock. Ned Snow from Hawaii now sitting in first with a 7.2 and a 5.3. Jefson Silva now chasing a 6.07 to gain the lead, and Cole Robbins needs just a 4.90.
Great
so
nose
Cole
work.
Sitting in, right, great nose work.
Yeah.
Cole sitting in 3rd, but he's actually in a better position, in my opinion, than Jefson at this stage, requiring just a 4.9 to make it through in that leading position. We'll see what happens. Still 5 minutes on the clock. There's Cole on screen. He's paddling up. He doesn't want to be sitting on the left. He's looking maybe more for a right.
There's the 5. Will he get the chance to use the 10? He's staying loyal to the 5. Nice long nose ride from the Brazilian, staying on that. There's the 10 that I have seen in events in Europe over the years. It's very hard to beat Jefson when he gets on fire with those 10s. Good surfing from the Brazilian. Is that a claim? Is that communication with his teammates? I'm not quite sure. He's happy. He's looking good. He needs a 6.07. Was that enough, Shannon?
I think it's going to be enough for him. Perspective, but those nose rides were great.
So here's a replay of Cole Robbins. Really nice hang 5 there. Swoops back down here. And then is he going to get a section to here? Here he goes, nice and vertical, comes unstuck. As we see Ned Snow in the background racing through a solid overhead wave as he ducks under that close out, but it was this wave from Jefson Silva which might change the situation. He has to do the roundhouse here. A lot of miscoordinated bumps and bounces, but here we go, setting up for the 5. There's the 5, stays with that. Kind of perhaps a little bit more out in the pocket than the judges would like. On analysis, is this going to be the score he needs? It'll be very close. He got the 10 there, and then he controls this turn through the inside. So going into our last seconds, waiting for scores to drop. See, if the situation remains unchanged, then Ned Snow has won the heat. Jefson was looking for a 6.07, so waiting for scores to drop. Perhaps unlikely the situation will change. So it looks like congratulations to Ned Snow, you are progressing through into that next round, and we just had a last score drop for our Brazilian from Sao Paulo, our goofy footer. Jefson Silva gets a 7-1-3 on that last ride, meaning he moves into first position and progresses into round 3, leaving Ned Snow and Cole Robbins to be reseeded into the second round. So